Today I want to bring into the conversation a word that is said so often, such a simple, small word, and we don't always know why we say it. And after often when we say it, we think, why did I say that? And the word is sorry. Are you someone that says sorry a really lot? And are you someone that is at the point where you're questioning why you're saying sorry? This is honestly so common. My name is Diane. I'm a counsellor and I'm also a Reiki practitioner, and I see it in my sessions so often. The clients saying sorry when they haven't done anything wrong, or I'm sorry for getting upset, I'm sorry for getting emotional, I'm sorry for sharing my feelings, I'm sorry for giving you all these details. Where is that sorry coming from, and why do we say it so often? And why do we say it when actually we haven't got anything to say sorry for? So it's a really interesting word and subject to just explore for a moment. Have you ever looked at how many times you say it in a week, in a day? And have you questioned why you say it? So let's explore why we say sorry so much. What's actually underneath it? But also how we can change it if we want to change it. Let's see if there's a different way that we can communicate and also be more compassionate to ourselves. Let's look at why we say sorry so often. For a lot of people, it can become sort of almost automatic. It's become a habit. It can be a learned behaviour that we've picked up along the way that we haven't really noticed that we've picked it up from somewhere or somebody. We often say it without even noticing that we're saying it. You might say sorry because you don't want to upset somebody. Or you may have grown up in an environment where keeping the peace felt safer than actually speaking up. You maybe have learnt to apologise as a way of keeping in people's good books. It may be so you feel that people like you more, they accept you more. It's so easy to do. You know, someone bumps into you in the high street and before you know it, oh, sorry. Whereas actually you were just walking in a straight line and they may have bumped into you, but you're apologising, you haven't done anything. But out it comes, I'm sorry. So what's really going on emotionally? What's going on underneath this little word? Often when we look a little bit deeper, we can see that apologising can come from feelings of fear. It can come from feelings of low self-worth or even shame. It can come from a place of fear of conflict. If I say sorry, then I'll stay safe. It could be fear of rejection. If I say sorry, they'll stay. They won't leave. They won't be angry with me. Sometimes it can be guilt, even if we've got nothing to feel guilty about. Guilt can sneak in. For some of you, saying sorry may be a way of you managing your anxiety, to control a situation by taking responsibility for everything, even though it may not be yours to carry, it may not be yours to hold, it may not be yours to take. But the problem is, when we start apologising for existing, for being human, for being who we are, this reinforces the belief that we're too much, that we're not enough, or that we're to blame. The impact of over-apologising, the way I see it, when we keep saying sorry for everything, it can make us smaller, it can make us feel smaller and smaller and smaller. Like we're constantly shrinking ourselves to make somebody else feel comfortable. It can also send quite a subtle message that your needs and your feelings aren't really important. Theirs are big and yours are small. And over time, this can chip away at our confidence, our self-worth, who we are, who we believe we are, who we believe what others think about us. You might find yourself second-guessing. You might find yourself more people-pleasing. You're doubting all your internal thoughts and you're looking externally for validation. You could find yourself at this point even apologising for putting your own boundaries in place. Even if them boundaries are small, you're apologising that they're there. So you might be recognising yourself here and you might be thinking that's all well and good, but actually, gosh, I recognise myself. How do I change this? This might feel too big. So the good news is that we can change. And the first step is noticing, acknowledging, owning. Gosh, I do that. And do I want to continue to do that? If you're happy being you and that works for you, stay where you are. And that's okay. But if you're starting to think, actually, do I want to continue being like this? And you can feel that chipping away of your own self-worth, noticing, owning it, and seeing that there is a way to change. There is a way to start doing something different. So something I offer to clients is to start noticing each day, maybe write it in a journal, make a note of it in your phone, wherever it is, make a note of it mentally even, where you've said sorry in a day. Look at whether you did need to say sorry for something. Did you need to apologise? Did you actually do anything wrong? Could you have said something different to replace it? And that's the next step that you can go to. What can I replace the word sorry with? Being grateful is a really nice, easy way to replace the word sorry. Instead of maybe, sorry that I'm late, thanks so much for waiting. How different does that feel? It feels less blame. Feels like there's no blame there. Thanks so much for waiting. It feels like a compliment. Because often people will say sorry because they want to be kind, they want to be nice. So actually saying thank you feels easier, feels nicer on both of you to say thanks for waiting rather than, oh gosh, I'm sorry I'm late, because therefore you're taking on all the blame. With thank you for waiting, you're giving someone a compliment. Something I often hear is clients will say, oh God, I'm so sorry I've dumped all that on you. I'm so sorry for venting. I'm so sorry for offloading all that. How about we change that to, thank you so much for listening. I feel lighter. I feel better. Thank you for listening. Can you feel how different that feels? Less blame, less one-sided. Just that small change can move you from blame and guilt to gratitude. Another step you might want to take after that might be to recognise and acknowledge that you're allowed to take space. You're allowed to have your own space. You're allowed to have your own feelings and have them heard and have someone listen to you. You have the right to ask to be heard without an apology. Take up that space that's yours. I want to offer at this point a couple of questions that you might gently want to ask yourself, just to go a little bit deeper and have a more of an understanding of where you're at, where this apologising has come from. And one of the questions might be, what am I afraid might happen if I don't say sorry? Or what does apologising protect me from? Or maybe, where did I learn that apologising would make me feel safe, that would make me feel protected? Bringing awareness to these deeper layers can really start the healing, the moving to another level, the more of an understanding about yourself. And it can help us start responding from a place of compassion, self-compassion, rather than a place of fear. Next time you notice yourself saying sorry, I would invite you to take a pause, take a breath, and be curious if you need to apologise in that moment. Because saying sorry is a beautiful thing to do if you've done something. Ask yourself, is this my responsibility? And if it's not, give yourself permission to not say sorry, to let that sorry go. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has given you lots to reflect on. If you have got something out of this, I would love to hear in the comments. And please share with others, because we never really know what's going on in other people's worlds and what they're struggling with. So sharing this video could be just what somebody needs at this moment to help them on their journey, their healing journey, or their journey of self-discovery. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, so that I know that this stuff is hitting out there with you guys. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care and have a beautiful month.